He rented from us.
Yeah, he actually, when him and a friend graduated from high school, they rented one of our little rental properties at 18 years old, and we was like, well, we don't really know these kids. We'll give it a try and see how it works out. And they were great renters, and they rented for a long time.
I shot trap on Tuesday nights, and he shot with us for a while.
I've always known him. He's lived down the road and was kind of just a neighbor boy. And became good friends with my dad, and always was helping him and doing things over at their house, and so I just kind of knew him through that.
I always kind of knew of her, but I didn't talk to her much living down here because I lived up the road, and I don't know, I just ran into her one night and we started talking. So
one of those things, I guess the stars had to align and right time in each of their lives, because they, you know, never had crossed paths really with each other, and right place, right time, and things worked, I guess.
Him and I, strange place, we were at a Valentine's dance down in Harrison. I had gone with a group of people and he had went with some friends, and ran into each other down there and was kind of like, what are you doing here? And he was like, what are you doing here? And we just started chatting. And later in the night, he texted me to see like what everybody was doing afterwards. And he has never stopped getting a hold of me since. I left and went to Vegas with some friends, and I'm like, I'm leaving town, you know, like I don't have time for anything right now. And he texted me the whole time I was gone, and when I came home, and like just kept begging me to go on a date with him. And so since he does snow removal in the winter, he was out doing snow removal one day and got done early and asked if I wanted to go to a little bar down the road.
went to Kiata Bar over in Okeana. Played pool.
And later that week he asked me like on a real date, and we went and watched a movie and went out to dinner.
Yeah, I asked her out on a date. I'd come down, I lived up the road, and then I'd sneak down here and talk to her, and without her mom and dad seeing it, so, because they live right over there. So yeah.
I think they dated on the sly for a little while before we ever really found anything out. Katie just kind of said something and didn't really make much of it at the time, and you know, just somebody to do something with and kind of hang out with a little bit, and he just started to come around more and more, and we'd see him more and more, and just kind of figured it all out, I guess.
Just, I was comfortable being around her and stuff like that.
I always thought he was a really nice guy. Like I said, I would just see him helping my dad all the time, and it's nice to see a young guy go and help somebody and not want anything in return. So I always thought he was really nice and very helpful, and just a good hard worker and a good guy.
But she was really nice to me. I don't know. I'm not a very good interviewer.
We love to just pack up and go to dinner. He's so easygoing, he'll go wherever. You know, you just tell me wherever you want to go, and that's what we'll go do.
Go with friends and bowl, and got to eat places and different things like that.
We spend a lot of time with my parents and my sister and her husband and my two nieces.
We play and play games in the swimming pool. Well, on Wednesdays, me and Aunt Katie will go to the sail bar in the morning, then we'll go to the pool in the afternoon and just hang out together. We go and play on the playground, and we play at my house. And with Cody, like, we'll go up to the playground and we'll go on walks with him and stuff. We'll go on bunny walks and catch lightning bugs and stuff and play with him. And we try to catch him. So we try to catch the lightning bug.
A relative said something to me at, I can't remember where we were.
Katie kind of told me one day upstairs. She's upstairs and she said, well, Mom, you know, you always said if I meet somebody and kind of start going out or getting serious to let you know if there's something to tell. So I guess I've got something to tell.
And she says, oh, I'm so excited for Cody. He's dating Katie. And I said, Katie who? And she said, Katie Grant. And that was the first I had heard of it, yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, who is it? Do I know him? And she goes, oh yeah, you know him. And she said, it's your renter down the street, Cody. So I was surprised, but happily surprised.
I heard it from her.
How did you find out, Alan? Did I tell you or did she tell you?
I think you told me.
I told you.
I don't know if there was ever like a specific moment, just the fact of watching them interact together. We have dinner at my mom and dad's pretty much every Sunday night, and he would start appearing at Sunday night dinners and, you know, then Christmas, and yeah, you just see more of a connection and more of them together, and like, this might work.
I waited and kept putting it off, and she kept asking me when I was going to do it, so I just did it one day when I came home from work.
I knew he wanted to get married. He knew I wanted to get married. He had let it slip a couple times that he'd already had a ring. So I knew that there was a ring somewhere in the mix of this, and it was just timing, and I'm like, you know, I know you have the ring, so let's get this on the road, you know, get this moving.
He had the ring for a long time and kept saying he was going to do it.
He had a big elaborate plan.
He kept having elaborate plans, and then it didn't happen, and he had the ring, and I don't know, it just was time. Finally, yeah.
Over Christmas break, I was home for Christmas break from school, and I had spent the day with my mom. She was home from work.
He texted me that day and said he wanted to do it that day.
And said, hey, I'm going to do it. Your mom's stalling her. Can you come over and take some pictures? And so I hurried up, went to their house, and hid in one of the side rooms.
Her mom was keeping her held up over at their house so that I could get home and get in the house before she got in there.
Got home from work, and we kind of had it planned, and then Katie locked her keys in the car, so that kind of put a halt to things, and he was over at the house waiting for quite a while till we got the key thing figured out.
And I had her sister hide in the room and take pictures of it while I did it, and she was pretty happy with it.
And when I walked through the door, there he was in the kitchen on one knee. He had come home from work early and was waiting on me to come home. So I was surprised, but not surprised. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know I'd walk into it that day.
She didn't know I was there, and I just snap pictures, and yeah, there I was, and there they were, and it was good. It was fun.
She cried. She was happy.
I just cried. Sat there and cried, and don't let him fool you, he was crying too. He said he sat in the window and cried the whole time until I got there waiting on me to get home.
She cried for about the whole day while we rode around and showed everybody the ring that didn't fit because I got it was too small.
Well, we'd all been waiting forever. We're like, okay, finally, it happened. Yeah.
Oh, they were all happy. I get along with all of them and everything. So.
Wedding planning has been awesome. It's like, I feel like I am not as crazy as what most people maybe are. I'm pretty easygoing, just, you know, it'll all work out.
We went and picked out dresses and went with her when she picked out her dress and said yes to the dress. We were there for her.
I'm gonna be a flower girl. We're gonna blow out petals. I'm the junior bridesmaid. It's like lace, and then in the back it's all open and it ties around the neck. I have white shoes with sparkles that have big flowers on them.
My mom's been a godsend. She's ran and helped and gone with me.
We've been busy. Yeah, and busier now that it's getting closer.
I kind of let her take care of it. I just go where I'm supposed to be told to go.
Any questions, anything she has, we talk and chat, but this is totally her time to, you know, spread her wings and do what she wants to do. So, but we're here however we need to, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I help pick out stuff online and different things like that.
Cody, as much as he works, he tries to plan, and I want to get home from work, let me know. And I mean, he was even over with the flower people the other night, just trying to, you know, see what's going on. And even though he doesn't have a lot of input with flowers, he likes to be a part of it.
Pick out the cake.
And they're trying not to show how nerve-wracking it is.
Yes, they're trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
It's gone really smooth. I mean, I can't say anything that's been a big hang-up with the planning. It's gone well.
We're having a shower. I'm hosting her bridal shower here in 2 weeks, so that's a lot of big planning right now.
I know she's waited a long time for this, and she's very happy and excited, and we're very happy and excited for her. So whatever we can do to make her day happy and memorable, that's what we'll do.
And I'm going to dance. Just being together with everybody.
I don't know, I'm excited. I'm ready to get married and for us to start our life together.
And it'd just be a good time and everybody have a good time at it and it should go well.
Just get everything going.
Katie is a very hardworking person. She's a very kind person. She's a very strong-minded person. She's a good person.
Well, she must be a special person because Cody is very picky and he's one of a kind. He truly is. He's his own kind of person. So all I can say is for her to have tamed him, she must be a pretty special person.
A lot of the same with Cody. He's a very hard worker. He's a little more of a quiet, little more reserved person, which probably fits Katie's personality good. A good yin to the yang. Very hard worker, just very kind, very good person.
Oh, just good kid, good hard worker. That's the way I always seen him.
I love that he's a hard worker. Just, it doesn't matter what the job is, he will go do it. And it doesn't matter how hard it is, how long the job is, how dirty it is. He will do whatever to make the money to bring home and start a family and start a life. He tries so hard. He said, now I'm gonna cry. He's so loving.
How nice she is to everybody and that she thinks about everybody before herself and stuff like that.
He's a damn goofball. I tell him all the time, I'm like, God, you wear me out. He's such a family person. Like, I just see him with my nieces and like just lights up. And he's good to me.
They seem very happy, very excited. I think it's going to be a good thing.
I think they get along well together. They have fun together. They have goals. They have, things they want to accomplish in life. Not every day is going to be an awesome day. There are lots of awesome days, but there are lots of not awesome days. And if you love one another, you manage to stick it out, you work through it. You truly have to choose what's important to make a big deal out of and what not to make a big deal out of.
Always be kind to each other because that is the one person that's going to be with you, hopefully forever. And always be kind. They're your biggest supporter and your biggest critic at times. So just be kind to each other and love each other.
Well, you're pretty deep, aren't you?
We've been married for 12 years now and have had ups and downs. Sickness in our families, death in our families, puts a different spin on things. Things that you think are important really aren't. Choose your battles wisely.
I have just have at it. I don't know what else to tell them, they know what to do.
Work hard when you're young. That'll take you somewhere.
And I think they're both doing that. Yeah. Just, I don't know, tell each other you love each other every day.
Have fun. Life's too short to make a big deal out of things that are not a big deal, and enjoy one another and have fun. And that's what it's all about.
Grow old together, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to do this interview stuff, isn't it?
We've both talked, and after we get married, we're hoping to hopefully find a bigger house because this one has been great and we love it, but there's no room. Cody, there's no room. We need a house. So hopefully find a bigger house, get moved over the course of maybe the next 6 months, year.
Oh, we want kids. We love playing with our nieces right now and watching them, and maybe we'll have some of our own one day.
He wants a baby right away, and so do I. So we want to get a family started. He looked at me first thing this morning and he said, I want baby. And I said, I know. So I said, we'll get working on that hopefully and start our family and our life.
I love them and I'm really happy that they're getting married, and I think that they'll be a great couple.
A life of happiness. As many kids as they want to give us. Just pure happiness for both of them together.
Yeah, I agree. all the way find happiness together.
We love Katie, and we're just happy for her to find somebody to share her life with, because she's looked for a long time, and I think she's found somebody that she will be very happy with, and so we're just excited for the two of them to start their life together and hopefully have a good family together. And
Words out of said.
Just I love her, and thanks for taking care of all the wedding planning, and that's about it.
Just thank you for being good to me. Thank you for loving me, and I love you. Let's get our life started.